So I'm Deirdre McCann and I'm from the School of Law at the University of Durham. In 2013, the International Labour Organization adopted a new agenda which was to tackle, to eliminate or improve unacceptable forms of work. And those are forms of work that basically breach fundamental rights or put security at risk, cause vast health problems, pay variable wages, etc. Yes, the multi-dimensional model of unacceptable forms of work has been developed by me together with Judy Fudge at the University of Kent. What we wanted to do was develop a diagnostic model so that local policy actors at the regional or national and local level can determine which are the most significant forms of unacceptable work in the local context. Why we feel there has to be a multi-dimensional model of unacceptable forms of work is so that it can be applicable across a range of contexts, and in particular to countries at all levels of development. We also wanted to capture the complexity of the many different forms and arrangements of work in modern working life. So we felt we needed a model that captures, first of all, the substantive dimensions of unacceptable work, the kinds of risks that workers are exposed to. We wanted also to think about where those risks were concentrated, whether they're concentrated among particular workers, young workers for example, migrant workers, women, etc. And whether they're in particular sectors of the labour market and whether workers there are particularly at risk. And the model is designed so that it can be used by social actors in countries across the world, and so they can diagnose which forms of unacceptable work are most important in the local context. So in that regard, we're thinking about conventional labour market actors like trade unions and employers associations, but also the whole range of NGOs and civil society organisations. The idea is that these people who are most familiar with the various forms of unacceptable work in their own countries and in their own local areas will come together and determine which are the most important and which should be addressed by policy initiatives.